Hey, oh my God, you look like a goldfish with a nose
I
ring.
don't flush me, Tony. Don't flush me.
I'm a fish with front teeth. No, I don't get it.
Uh,
Hey,
yeah, we're
everybody. Good morning, afternoon, evening. Welcome to another episode of This Is the Future.
unfortunately.
Fucking fortunately. That's right. Alex is here. He's beautiful as ever. We can see his whole beautiful baby face. He just joined the National Guard. So we're
Yeah, I
really
did.
excited about that.
I am just out of high school, 18. Um, so yeah, I every once in a while I like to shave my whole face. I don't do it often, but I hate doing it because this is all it takes for me to look like a giant whale.
I think. Oh fuck!
Oh God! Like at least having a mustache and a little bit of a beard takes that away.
Yeah, it's that gave me nightmares. That didn't. That's
Good.
not good. Put that back where it goes. Some of that shit looks unhuman. The further you go, the more you look like a penis.
I am a dickhead.
Mm-hmm.
Tommy likey. Tommy want wingy.
Mm. Did you eat paint chips when you were a kid?
Why?
Live under power lines. No one says that anymore. No one says that to anybody. Like when you're being stupid, they don't say, "Did you grow up under power lines or something?" As a kid? Is that offensive? I don't think it is. I think that's just a good question.
Yeah.
You eat a lot of paint chips. Who eats paint chips? Is that something they do? Like because they're from Ohio and Tommy Boy, where all these good insults are thrown.
Oh no, that's just like kind of like a stupid white trash kid thing to do. I think I knew someone that would eat like paint and glue and stuff.
And just like that, the show gets right back on the rails of drugs and huffing paint. This is great.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Speaking of huff and paint, what'd you do this weekend and week, Tony? What'd you get into? How are you?
I'm well. Thank you. Thank everybody for asking. My hair would say otherwise. It's at that stage in its life where I'll look like Sonic forever. Forever and
I I need a. I'll ask you a question.
ever.
When do you start shaving your head? Like when is the point?
Well, according to the internet ads that I get between the ages of 35 and 52, because I asked them why are they sending me hair ads? And they said because I'm between 35 and 52.
Well, no, like personally.
I
When are
don't
you like when? Because
I'm
I've it's starting a little bit like beginning, very beginning for me. Like the race just started,
mhm.
and I'm thinking, when do I shave my head? Start shaving my head all the time. You know.
Well, if you look at mine, the answer is never. You just let it go. Keep going, baby. Fuck them all. I want to look like a bozo the clown. You know, I want the
Yeah,
hair
there
just,
you go.
hey, kids. Ooh.
Oh, you look like Stephen Wright. Just like let it get like and have it like way back
Yeah,
here.
exactly. But all this needs to be gone. Look like everybody on the cast of the Ghostbusters. Just
Yeah, there you go.
the nice big half dome right here. Own that shit.
It's just a natural mohawk. That's all it is.
Yeah, kind of. Naturally not great.
Yeah, but
When I go to the, hmm?
go ahead. Go ahead.
I
Go
was gonna
ahead.
say when I go to the barber, I always ask them just cut all this off, leave this. They won't do it.
They won't
Nobody
do it.
will do it.
No,
So there it is.
you got to do that shit yourself, man.
Okay.
Do it. You got the lines.
All
You
you gotta
got.
do is follow them.
Yeah, it'd be
But
easy.
my luck, it'll kind of go big to small. You know, like
Hey, story of our lives, right? Big to small, or medium to small, right?
yeah,
Medium.
more. Yeah. I'm just yeah. Small to medium, back to small.
Yeah. Um. Well, how you been though? I interrupted you with a hair
No, no,
talk.
I've been good. I really have to think about things these days, which is okay because most of my life is living in this house, which isn't. It's not great. I feel like I did something on Sunday. Maybe I didn't. Oh, I went to Six Flags in the rain. See, I told you I did something.
I like how you go to so many, right? So many roller coasters that's a thing that you could forget. Like how that's just like a, you should tell Six Flags that like you guys are forgettable. You know that, right?
Yeah,
Like
pretty fucking forgettable, to be
yeah,
honest with you. How was your experience? What experience?
yeah.
You went to our park. I did? Oh, it sucked. Sorry.
I don't even remember it.
Well, I was, yeah, that was cool. I only listen. These days, you got to go when it rains because no one else is going, so it's super fun, and you get your clothes clean at the same time. You just rub detergent on your body, and then you
Right.
get out there when the roller coasters when it's raining and scrub it up dub.
Ooh,
Yeah, so I did my laundry and I rode rides. So that's two things.
wow. Two birds, one stone. That's good.
Right. That was fun. Then we went to a hippie shop, and I've been there a few times, but it's one of those hippie shops that's not cleaned, which makes sense. It's a total hippie shop.
Right.
But you kind of like look at things and then dust yourself off. You're
Yeah.
just like,
Okay. Like that kind of not clean. Like it's just dirty. Like
yeah.
dirt. Like
She
dirt.
has a
Dirt.
couple of cats, the woman that runs it, and she doesn't sit behind the counter. She sits in the middle of the store. So you'll be looking at shit, and then you're like, 'cause she fell asleep when I was there, so she was just like this. Like 1 minute, I think she's narcoleptic because she just fell asleep. Like she was talking to us about her cat and asking her cat if she should. She was telling the cat that the cat should give itself a haircut, which I was laughing at. And then I turned and then I went around the corner and the woman's passed out, like her,
Right.
foot, like. And I was like, at first I thought it was clothes. I didn't know it was a woman. So I was just like, oh, it's like, oh.
You sleep on the ground or like in a
No, she
chair?
was in like a folding chair in the middle of the store.
That's the sign of someone that spends way too much time at their business. Like she probably lives there, huh?
I
Like
honestly think so, but I can't tell because the back of the closed off part of the store looks as bad as the open part of the store. So I can't tell if that's a living space or what. But whenever they die, I just want to go help clean it up. I just want to be a part of that. It's one of those stores that was really cool in the 90s.
right. Okay.
Posters, everything that you would want. They have Grateful Dead shoes that are pink with pink carpet on the top.
That's too much. That's
There's
crazy.
two Stevo skate decks in there.
Oh, really? Huh.
Stevo skate decks. So just two. I was like, how the fuck did you get these? Like, what is this place?
Like, he didn't even skate, did he?
I don't know. That's why I was confused.
He's a comedian now, so
Well, you mean like with staplers? Isn't that his gag, or does he just do stand up?
he does stand up.
Oh, really? Because for a
Yeah.
while he was beating the shit out of himself.
Oh, well, yeah, but I think that's after he like turned 40 plus and got veneers and sober and like I mean he does tricks. Like he does in between like bar and magic tricks just for fun, but he does stand up. He's like a stand up now.
Okay, all right. Well, it's good. He's got a following. I mean, fuck it. Why not?
Yeah.
It's a day job. I just realized that I look green.
Yeah, you do.
I'm
It's not
okay, everybody. Don't worry about me. I'm fine.
well, I could tell because the lamp in the corner also that area looks green too. So I know it's
Yeah,
not
see?
either it's the lighting in your apartment or you're radiating green from your body and it's turning the whole room and you green.
So maybe I am the lighting in the apartment.
You are the light, Tony. You are
Ah, fucking
follow
finally.
Tony. Or don't look at Tony. Don't go towards the light. Don't look at Tony.
Stay away from the Tony. So yeah, I went to a fucking hippie shop, and then that's pretty much it. And then they had an orgy, but that was pretty much it.
That's tight. With the lady and the cats?
Yeah, no. Not that lady.
Would have been a cool story. Wake up!
Feel like I'm just screwing a pile of clothes over here. Jesus.
Yeah, I am.
Oh
Fucking
yeah,
A.
that was my week. How about yours, man?
I got some interesting things that happened. I went and got my second COVID shot, so I am 100% robot and invisible. So that's
I
cool.
see that.
Yeah, I did that, which is cool because it's like I did a couple things on the way back. We went and got in and out. That's kind of that was our routine for the first shot, is getting in and out, because there's one in Kaiser and we went to Salem. So on the drive back, we stopped at In and Out, got some burgers. Before In and Out, I did something that I haven't done over a year, is go to a bar that I don't work at and have a beer. So
Nice.
that was cool. I was like, I haven't done this in a long time, but I was like, I'm vaccinated. Fuck it. I don't know. When I had a beer. um
That's
so
funny.
yeah, that was cool. I rewatched a movie that I haven't seen since it came out in theaters, which has only been like three and a half years. Um, Midsummer. Did you ever go?
Fuck.
Did you see that?
The
Yeah,
one with then yeah, in the Netherlands or whatever.
yeah,
And
yeah. They're in Sweden, I think. Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
what? Oh, fuck. Fuck. I tell you something about that movie? I'm be honest with you. I don't know why, but I figured so at some point in that movie I would get an erection. I just thought that would happen before I
Why?
put it in. I did. I had this expectation. I was like, I know it's fucked up, but at some point something hot's gonna happen. Somebody's gonna get laid and it's gonna be hot, and that's just gonna turn me on. It didn't happen. The
Yeah.
whole fucking movie, everything that could turn me off happened.
Well,
Very,
because
very, very. Mm-mm.
we could talk about it. The movie's been out for a while. If you haven't seen it, that's your fault. We're gonna ruin it. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh.
there are sex. There's a sex scene, but it's not good. It's so weird. Um, all right. So I forgot the person that made the movie, but his first movie was called Hereditary. Did you see that? Because that
No.
movie is scarier than shit.
Uh,
Ooh, that movie's scary.
is it the same idea?
No, no, that has nothing to do. Well, there's some similarities, but it's not the same thing at all. It's not the same thing.
Before, not to get too far off track, but the movie that I thought was gonna be like this one was the Green Inferno.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what I expected this to be like. Was
Okay,
Green Inferno, but that's the closest thing I could measure it to.
okay. Yeah, it's. I've seen Green Inferno. It's just kind of funny.
It is at the end once you understand it's what's his name. Yeah, but in any case, right?
Hereditary and Midsummer really don't have. They're nothing to do with each other. You could tell the same person made it because it's his style, but
Right.
they're not. They're not linked together.
Gotcha.
But Hereditary is very scary. Midsummer is fucking weird. Like it's just there's a lot of drug scenes. They really nailed the mushroom, like how mushrooms look when you're
Right.
doing mushrooms, like the people's weird smiles and just the trippiness and the like they did mushrooms when they first got to Sweden, and I don't know if you remember that, but they were sitting on that hill and it was daylight, but it was like what they call it, like it was daylight, but it was also 9 o'clock at night,
Right.
you know. So, but they're sitting on that hill, and then they're all like doing this, and that's exactly how you feel when you're on mushrooms. You're just like kind of floored. You're like, whew, ha. Ooh.
I have a feeling that they were all on mushrooms. Like
Yeah, they could have been.
the
Yeah.
whole fucking movie was on mushrooms.
Oh, oh my God. It's just so
Fucking
fucking.
disturbing.
All right. First of all, the movie's not, it's like you said, it's disturbing, but it's not scary.
No.
Scary. The part that is scary to me is a bunch of white people in fucking Scandinavia somewhere in the forest wearing robes.
Yeah.
That is fucking terrifying. That's more terrifying than any demon monster fucking possessed movie ever. That is so just that That's all you got to tell me. I'm like, yeah, I'm freaked out. That's terrifying. I got to trust a bunch of fucking weird white people that wear wooden shoes in the fucking woods that are wearing white robes. Fuck that shit. I'd turn around and walk. I'm walking back to America. I don't give a shit. Like,
Ah, hello, welcome to our special party. No, fuck
nope,
off, bye.
out of here. I don't give a shit. that part, like just the plot of the movie. Bunch of white, see-through, pasty people in the forest wearing white robes that are happy to see you. Nope, I'm out.
No, no, I would have stopped right there. Just walk. When you walk away, just keep walking in that direction.
Yeah.
Just keep going. You're
Turn around.
bound to get away from that shit.
I'm taking my fucking backpack and fruit snacks. I'm getting the fuck
If
out.
I was in that movie, I would have walked away. I would have
Yeah.
been like,
I fucking quit. I quit.
offset I go.
Yeah. And there is a funny part in the movie. Do you remember before they kill the bear? Do you remember the bear in the cage? They're walking through when they first get there, and they're like, kind of like getting a tour. They're like, this is that, this is this, this is whatever.
Yeah.
And the Americans, they're like, why is that bear in a cage? And the guy just goes, that's a bear. And then they just keep on walking.
Right.
He's like, yeah, it's just that's a bear. They're like, why is that bear in that cage? It's a bear. And they just keep on walking. And then later in the movie, you realize why they have a bear.
I forgot.
So, do you know at the end of the movie
they
gave their sacrifices to that
Yeah.
like big yellow barn in that barn
Yes,
thing?
yes, yeah.
Well, they put one of the main guys
In the bear cut.
they like blew some fucking herbs at him that rendered him like speechless and
Fuck yeah, they
paralyzed
did.
and everything. He couldn't move or talk. All he could
But
do
he was alive.
but he was
Right.
alive. All he could do was see. And they put him in, they killed the bear, gutted the bear, and they put him in the bear. Like they
Right.
made a bear suit out of a real bear.
Right.
And then they put him in the house and lit it on fire.
That's fucked up. Why would you dress somebody in a hot ass bear suit and then put him in a fire? That's really hot, man.
It's
What,
double
gonna
hot,
sweat
man.
to death before he burns to death? What the fuck is that all about? Put him in some swim trunks, man. Let him be cool before he's hot. Fuck's wrong with you? Here, put him in a sweaty ass bear. He's gonna fucking pass out, and then you're gonna burn him up. Give him an ice cube or something. Be nice. God damn, people are rude. That's not cool.
People are rude. They're not only going to kill him, but they're going to put him in a bear.
We're gonna make you sweat first and then burn alive. Why?
Mean. That's mean.
Yeah, that was so. Was it at the end of the movie? Like, wasn't it a happy ending for the woman? Like, isn't she the one that's like? I mean, she's okay, right?
Yeah, I think she kind of became part of their cult. That's kind of what it was.
Yeah.
She was the May Queen, you know, and yeah.
That's exactly what happens when you take a beautiful woman to an orgy. She goes away, and you end up getting burned up in a bear suit. That's why you got to stay with your partner at those things. I'm telling you, safe words are important. Don't walk away from the group.
That's why you got to take an old hippie and a bunch of cats to an orgy.
That's right.
No one wants to keep an old hippie and a bunch.
Why'd you bring a pile of clothes? Man, that's my date, man. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, yeah. Leave her alone. She's in a bear suit.
Wake up. Well, wait a minute. The scene that I have in my head is when people reach a certain age, they got to jump off a cliff and onto a boulder. Who made these rules, and are they still alive? Because that's not nice.
Yeah, you when you turn 72, that's when you're kaput. You kill yourself.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Who the fuck made those rules?
You take a shot of some kind of clear liquor. You eat dinner. You sit in a chair with a fucking gray robe on, and then you they carry you in your chair like you're making your way out to like a boxing fight, or you're like like they carry you out like you're the guy, like, you know, on a chair, and then or you're some kind of king or queen or something. Then they put you on top of the cliff. They cut your hand. You wipe the blood on some rock that has some symbols carved into it, and then you jump off. But So yeah, we're completely ruining the whole movie for everyone, but fuck it.
You're welcome.
Yeah, well,
Honestly.
here's the thing. I don't like that when people do that, but it's a movie that's been out for 3 years, so and it's on a streaming service. You can watch it for free. So
Yeah, there. Plus, we gave you 5 minutes of shit. It's an hour and 45 minutes long, so we missed something.
yeah.
But I thought you said, I thought you said wipe your hand something about a gray robot. Just so we're
Maybe.
clear, this isn't sci-fi.
You'll wipe your blood on the gray robot. Beep boop, bop bop, beep boop boop boop.
Boo, 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 beep, boo.
Danger, Will Robinson, danger.
What happens like everyone else around at the bottom, like the younger people, when they see these the oldest people in the tribe kill themselves? They're just like, I get the good spot in the garage.
Right? Hey, don't get blood on your on your robe. I need it.
No shit. They go rooting through all your shit. You're jumping off the cliff, your shit's going through the air like, woohoo! I found my watch. That fucker's a thief. Oh, that's great.
Oh, it's beautiful. Yeah, so I watched that movie, and you know what? It hasn't changed. It's been just as fucking disturbing and weird as it was when I first saw it. So
I think I tried to. I mean, that's actually it's not a bad movie. You know, at the end, you're just like, boy, the world's fucked up. Um, which that was pretty much the synopsis. But I tried to watch Godzilla versus Kong. One of the benefits of having HBO Max.
oh yeah.
Not really a benefit. Watched it for 3 minutes, and that's it. So saw a big gorilla taking a shower with positive music playing in the background. I was like, this is fucking stupid. That's not gonna happen. And then there was a girl involved that looked like a grown-up Dora. I was like, this is not happening. Fuck this. There's not enough pot out there to get me to watch that kind of shit. Not gonna
Well,
happen.
you even like leave it on for any of the fight scenes or anything?
I couldn't make it. 3 minutes. I was like, oh, fuck this. Next. There's too many options. There's way too many options out there. And all the options are like a 6 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And you're like, yeah, this is great. You could anything I watch these days, I feel like I could walk away from or just take a nap. It's like background noise. It's all right.
I do want to watch it, but I just want to watch it to see big, stupid, fucking blockbuster. Like, I don't care about the plot. I don't care about anything. I just want to see big, stupid action monsters kill each other. That's all I want to see. But
Man, I'll try it again.
smoke more weed, Tony. Just smoke more
No,
weed.
man, I'm turning green. Look at me.
You're turning your whole fucking house green, man.
Violet, you're turning violet. Violet. Tony, you're turning green.
Well, yeah,
Fuck,
man.
I don't think anything else happened.
I bought a car.
What?
Yeah.
Dude. Really? I thought you had a car.
No, I sold my car like a month before the quarantine happened to a friend, and then I've just been carless. I've just been, if I need to drive, I've just been taking Callie's car. And so what I bought Callie's mom's car. Her, it's just like it's a Toyota Camry. It's 2004. I don't care about what the car looks like or whatever. I just want a car that's reliable, and Toyotas usually are. So, and it's bought that car. But tell you something, right now, because it's still COVID and there's still like we're still like halfway locked down or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And the DMV, man, I've had this car for a while, and it's fucking I can't get it's taking so much just to get the plates, the tags, and the registration. Usually the DMV is a pain in the ass anyways, because you got to wait there with a bunch of fucking idiots, and you got to wait in a line for an hour, and it sucks.
Yep.
But I'd way rather do that than this. I had to print off a form, of course, go to the emissions inspection, go to another inspection. I have to drive to Beaverton to drop this off, and then after I drop that off, 16 weeks later is when they'll give me the title back and the registration. and the plates because they're so backed up. So I don't know. It's just fucked. I'm like, well, I got this car, but knock on fake Target wood, it's hopefully nothing happens. So
Well, I mean, you did your paperwork. That's all you can do.
yeah, I did the paperwork. It's insured under my name, but now I'm just like I got it all done. I'm just waiting, and plus, I don't have my scheduled. I just can't just drive somewhere like 40 minutes away.
Right.
I have a job and shit. So
I thought about this a lot, and there's a lot of jobs out there that there's a lot of pressure to be nice to people, like customer service.
Mhm.
Not at the DMV.
Oh, definitely not.
I
Man,
would totally work a federal job, like especially federal customer service, because they don't give a shit. And they'll blatantly tell you in the middle of whatever you're talking about that they're leaving to go to lunch and it's 10:30 in the morning. They don't give a fuck. It is
yeah.
great. I love that. I would love to do that. Be like, no, I don't know where your paperwork is, and I don't give a shit because it's not my paperwork. Go fill out new paperwork, get a new place in line tomorrow because I don't care if you have a day job. Goodbye. It's my lunch again.
Dude, that's exactly how this guy was. Like I had to ask him some certain questions, like because he was like, you have to go out of town to drop this paperwork off, and they have a drop box. I'm like, okay, it's just a box. Is it labeled this? He's just like, oh yeah, and like he's like, and you can only do it at certain times of the day. And I'm like, well, what times? He's like, well, I don't know. And I'm like, well, why don't you know? You told me. You're the one that told me that it's certain points of the day. I was like, well, how am I supposed to know if you don't know? Like, okay, hold on a second. I'm like, man, you really don't want to be here, do you?
What movie is that where there's like a really slow creature, a sloth working at the DMV?
Oh yeah, it's a fucking
Has a tie on and shit.
I know what you're talking about. Zootopia?
Yeah.
It's a really good joke. It's like it combines like two jokes in one because the worker at the DMV is a sloth. The DMV is slow. Sloths are slow, and they combined it. Like
A good rated G punch to the gut. That was perfect.
yeah, definitely.
That's what I'm picturing here. And he makes it sound like you're looking for Pokemon. Go to this box in the middle of the woods and put your paper in it and then see what happens. Like, what? No. By the way, I'm not supposed to be driving my vehicle around without the paperwork that I need from you. So why are you sending me out to the fucking rainbow forest to do this shit?
Right. Exactly.
God damn it. Portland, you can't do anything in Oregon without going to the woods first. It's like drive out into the woods and then come back and whatever you needed to do will happen. Like, no, just gonna go do it. I'm gonna go to the woods. Stop. Get ticks out there and stuff. Fucking dangerous.
No, it is dangerous. Very dangerous.
Very dangerous.
Very dangerous. Very dangerous.
I mean, you might be cooking the rest of your life, but I could see you being like a wildlife marshal. It's dangerous up there. It's very dangerous. I'm not going up there, but it's dangerous up there.
That sucks.
Welcome to Multnomah Falls.
If I have that job, I'm gonna jump in the fucking falls.
The third time today he's tried to kill himself.
I think a lot of people will think that job's cool, but no, I don't want to fucking have a job where I got to tuck my shirt in and wear a stupid hat. Like
he wants to die, but we won't let him.
Fuck. She wants to die, but I won't let her.
I would shit myself if I saw you wearing a forest ranger outfit to work.
Yeah, man.
That'd be awesome. You have to like go save some kid in the river. You take your shirt off. You got flaming cheeseburgers and party girl on your lower back. Like, what the fuck was this guy into? Anybody can get federal work.
Apparently, yeah. Like, when the fuck did we hire?
Oh my god, I'm serious. That would be great. There's a state park 5 minutes from me, which is insane. And there's actual Forest Service people that drive in trucks. And I'm like, what a job. This is not a state park. It's just but the only thing you have to worry about is someone with clogged arteries going for a walk and dropping dead on the road. You got to pick that up and do something with it. But beyond that, I don't think there's a lot you have to do at this park versus where you live. These poor kids go to college. They learn firefighting school. They do backflips out of airplanes into flaming trees. I mean, that's insane. And here it's just like, that's it. That's all you have to do. Just fucking stand there and stare at people. My one guy's like, I did this in Pittsburgh. I'm like, fuck, what's in Pittsburgh? As a forest person, what forest is it? What Pittsburgh?
As a forest person. Whatever your job title is, forest person.
I'm a forest person.
But what do you do for a living? I'm a forest person. Okay, you also go hit in the head a lot, huh? Okay. What are you, 12?
And they gave me a badge. A forest badge.
Yeah, it's real. It's
real gold. Came from the gold trees that I protect.
Found in the bottom of a cereal box, it's real.
Oh, the shit we come up with to fill an hour. I love it.
Hey, you gotta talk about something,
Listen, man, I have to talk to people like all day long, as we know, and they get to cuss and I don't. And they're like, I'm sorry. And I'm just like, please do it more. And I actually got like a message from somebody monitoring my calls who was like, stop encouraging the customers to curse. I was like, fuck you. Like, whatever.
Hey, cuss more. Go ahead and just say it.
Do it. Say it. Bring it.
Well, I mean, it's probably like dangling a hot dog on a stick in front of a fat guy for you. Like, you're like, oh, I just want to cuss. You're cussing. I want to cuss.
Say it. Say it. Oh yeah. Say it. Oh yeah. Was it good for you? Here's your receipt.
Is it good for you?
Oh man, if you have a job where you can cuss and you still get a check, you're doing it right.
Oh, that's the job I have.
Fuck, really? That's awesome.
Oh yeah, man, I work in a kitchen. That's a fucking pirate ship.
Right, well, if you work at a job and you get a really good check and you cuss.
Yeah, see, that's the thing.
Yeah.
It's the most I've ever been paid in a kitchen, or well, at all, because I've only worked in kitchens. But
that made me laugh. Never tried anything outside the kitchen, but as far as I know.
I don't have any other skills, man.
I don't have any, and I've had 41 jobs. You can literally do anything. America's a lot of bullshit and a little bit of talent. You can really pull it off.
Yeah. I've had not 41 jobs, but I've had a number of jobs. Probably 15-ish jobs. Maybe more now. I don't know. It's like you're not supposed to count the people you've slept with, you know.
How can you? There's too
many. Exactly. I'm a little slut.
I'm a medium slut. It's like medium rare.
Oh yeah? Yeah, you're pink on the inside. I like that.
Green on the outside. I wouldn't eat it.
Yeah, but I might. I don't know.
Well, I was talking to this kid the other day, and it was his day off, and I was like, "What do you do, man?" He's like, "Oh, I work at a chemical, not a plant, but like some kind of biotech lab." And I was like, "Fuck, that sounds cool." And he's like, "Yeah, I went to college for 6 years," and I'm like, "Right on," He's like, I was like, "What do you do?" He's like, "Oh, I'm on the night crew, man. We clean out the beakers and shit, and we just keep the place tidy." And I was like, "Wait a minute." He's like, "Are you a fucking janitor?" And he's like, "Well, no, man, I got a degree." And I was like, "Yeah, but do you need the degree to do what you do?" He's like, "No." I was like, "Fuck." I was a janitor. I could do that. And this guy makes good money. I was like, God damn it. It's like, my point is, you go to school for all this time, and sometimes you just end up being on the night crew cleaning out beakers. And then you're like, "I'm a chemist." You're not a fucking chemist. You know you're not a chemist, but you tell everybody at the Christmas party you're a chemist. At the family Christmas party. They don't know. Dude, what do you do? "Oh, I work at such and such a biotech." They're like, "Well." You never said I'm the guy that cleans the beakers at night, but still, who gives a shit? You drove up in a Tesla. You're fine.
Right. It's like it's like in Half Baked, and Dave Chappelle's a janitor at that fucking wherever it is.
Excuse me, janitor. What is it, scientist?
What is it, scientist? They call each other janitor and scientist.
Imagine being cast for that movie. You're the scientist. Well, what's my name? The scientist.
Scientist. That's it. Yeah.
We didn't give you a name.
Like a
Yeah, but that's what I'm getting at. Like, I just feel like America's a lot of like, just like, listen, you want to make good money, you gotta go to college just so you're cool, and then we're gonna do the same shit, but just with a degree.
Yeah.
There's only so many things to clean, so many things to make. It's like, you can bullshit people. Look at that movie with fucking Leo DiCaprio in it. He was all kinds of shit. Catch Me If You Can.
Oh yeah, that movie.
Yeah, he was a fucking airline pilot. He was an airline pilot, and he was an airline pilot. You know what I mean?
There's all kinds of shit. He was an airline pilot.
I can't remember.
Times.
I can't remember what else he did.
Look at him. He did all sorts of shit. Airline pilot, airline pilot, airline pilot, janitor. Crazy.
He's really gotten out there. Holy shit.
Yeah, but he was a con man, so it's a little different.
Conned me. I thought he was an airline pilot. That's fucking great.
3 times you thought.
Oh shit. Now he was a doctor and lawyer, but he just did the paperwork. That's crazy. I like that. That's a good movie too. Catch Me If You Can. That's a fun one. I've been falling back into those movies that were good 10, 20 years ago.
Right. No, man, that is a good movie. I haven't seen it in a while, actually.
It's out there. I hate it when you have more than one streaming service and you're like, yeah, I watched this last night. And you're like, oh, really? What was it on? You're like, internet? I don't know. Check your
TV
streaming services
on my TV.
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't. I have like 5 streaming services. If you're
they all run together.
Phone provider, you get like 4 of them, don't you? I mean, are you with whoever you have? You get a couple of streaming services depending on what you pay for.
I don't have anything through my.
No,
I'm with Sprint. I don't have anything with them.
well, that's fair. It's yeah. You don't even get a signal, do you?
Actually, I get pretty good signal. I get going over the pass, going over the mountain. I could still talk.
Nice.
On the phone, like at government camp and pass.
Oh, on the phone? I thought you just meant you could just talk.
No, they haven't turned my chip off yet. We all got them. We all got them.
Man. I don't know, dude. The more people that get this shit, the more people I'm running into. Like customers are like, "Don't get it." And I'm like, "Why?" Like, "I did." I'm like, "Okay, why?" And then they hang up. I'm like, "Hey, call me back. You can't, but try." Fuck.
I mean, I'm not. I mean, I've only had the second shot for a couple days, but I'm fine.
Yeah. Good point. No, seriously, you didn't feel anything.
I was tired. Felt tired.
That's like during the day or just at night, like you usually do.
No, like the next day, I just felt kind of sleepy and a little cloudy in my head, but that's about it.
That's no problem for me. I live there.
Yeah, I mean, I felt a little like I took two different naps, but that, I mean, that's normal with anything. Like you get them. I said this analogy on last week's show, but you get a massage, it's gonna hurt, and you might get sick after like the next day, but 2 days later, that's a real fucking thing. But to like a couple days later, you're gonna feel fucking great. It's gonna be good. So, some people have gotten sick. I work with someone who her boyfriend got like flu-like symptoms for a day.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think it's because I was talking to my brother right before we logged on for the show, and he was saying that like he was reading some things, people that like are against the shot, like anti-vaxxers, but have had COVID. They're saying that there might be some side effects later in life if you got COVID. You know how like you like when you're a kid, if you get chicken pox later when you're an adult,
Shingles.
you get shingles. Like if you have HPV later in life, it could cause cancer. Like it's that sort of thing where people that have had COVID, there's a possibility that there could be something later in life. So it's kind of like, to me, it's kind of like, well, COVID's never going to go away. It's always going to be around. So
Yeah.
if you don't get the vaccine, a couple of years, you're not going to wear a mask. You're just going to be normal. You're probably going to get COVID if you didn't already. Probably going to get it.
Yeah. Well, there's really no way to avoid getting it other than getting the vaccine. Otherwise,
Yeah. So it's either,
you can get it again. So
yeah. So it's like, like, I don't know. I might just turn into a fucking robot later, or I might start growing fingers out of my face or something weird, and grow another head, which is fine.
yeah, but then all of you guys will grow heads, and then 2 heads, and then those of us who don't have it will be the problem. So
yeah, look at that one head having idiot. Look at that fucking.
you didn't get your shot, did you, dummy? Walk around with one skull.
Yeah, I got 2 dicks now. Make it bigger. What's up?
Still got 1.5 inches of penis though.
Small and smaller.
That's right. Stumpy and Stumpette.
Yeah, man. Speaking of growing dicks, unless you got anything else to talk about, I think it's your turn, your time to talk about some music. Or
fuck yeah, it is, man. Goddamn Johnny Paycheck.
Yeah, baby.
I said, friend. I love that shit. If you guys listen to that album, that's just good old fashioned country music. I like that shit. Now, do you call that? By the way, the album that we listened to, basically, sorry, greatest hits. Hang on.
Super hits.
Wait, yeah. Well, shit.
It's super hits.
Super hits.
Yeah.
And it actually came out in '71, so there's probably a drug reference to that.
Yeah. Oh, that's definitely outlaw country.
Okay. Yeah, he must have been like an opener for the big guys, or like he was right.
Well, he was kind of at the end. He became a classic country star. He was like.
Well, yeah, he had to, because he had enough.
At the end, he was, before he died, he was like Waylon and Willie, like, because he died 2003, and he was up there with all those dudes. He was, the way I
cover of
like a country musician's country musician. He's like, he's the guy. He's the guy that all the other country musicians liked, I think.
So he's the one who didn't make any money.
He did towards the end. He did, but he was definitely living a rough and tough tumble kind of life,
Right. The music sounds great. Like country music, you just picture a bunch of hillbillies standing back there, just really like drunk on whiskey, just big fucking hats, just playing the shit out of guitars and drums. And it's like, there's always some hillbilly like just playing the piano, even if it's not plugged, like, even if you can't hear the piano, someone's playing the piano.
Right.
I love that shit. Bar music. It's great. What any songs jump out at you?
What was it? I'm the only hell my mother raised.
I'm the only hell mama ever raised.
Yeah,
love that song.
That's my favorite one.
I figured that would speak to you, man, because it's great. The dude just talks about like robbing stores and shit, and like being a criminal, and talking about mom's good. He's a piece of shit.
Yeah, it's called I'm the only hell mama ever raised. Yeah, it's
it is.
It has a great, like, it's a good song too, because he's talking about how he's kind of a fuck up, and he's like my mom tried to turn me on to Jesus, and when he said that, it was like there was like backup vocals,
of course.
Like had like a
turn me on to Jesus.
Like kind of had like a heavenly like Jesus. And then but what he say, like but I chose the devil or something like that.
That's right.
Yeah.
There's a line in there where he says, she told me not to smoke it, but I did, and it took me far away. And I turned out to be the only hell my mama ever raised. Great. That's just a great American fucking folk like song. It's just that needs to be on the radio all the time. That is great. That's just an American jam right there, man.
Absolutely. It's he's definitely outlaw country for sure. He's he's one of the guys that, like I was talking about with Waylon, that it's outlaw country is just punk rock before there was punk rock. Like
I
like
really like that analogy. I do. I've never
dude,
heard
they
it.
were like, you listen to just Johnny like Paychecks' songs. He's talking about being the only hell his mama I've ever raised. He's talking about being busted in Austin, you know, getting arrested, drinking, you know, all that kind of like living hard. And like I watched one of his I watched a live performance of just one song. It's in a club. It's like in a honky tonk club in New York though. And there's like it's really small. There's like people kind of on the stage. He's wearing like a fucking headband, like rainbow like suspenders and shit. His band's all like, you know, like they look like they're all high. They're drinking. The audience is kind of half on the stage, like I said. It's really small, but there's an upper layer, like an upper balcony, and they're playing that song. I'm the only hell my mama ever raised. And people are like, you can hear like glasses breaking, hooting, like people whistling and going, yeah, like, all right, Johnny. Like, and like people are moving. Like it seems like the classic like bar fight, like saloon cowboy fight. Like there's beer glasses flying everywhere, people getting punched. Like it's punk rock, man.
It's like fucking Blues Brothers or Roadhouse.
Yeah, it's like that. It's exactly like that. That's what it reminded me of. Blues Brothers. They have the fucking the fence. The chain fence. It's just like get it, like they're singing. There's fucking beer glasses fucking flying.
Fuck recycling. We're just gonna throw this shit at people.
They're just throwing fucking beer pints at the fucking chain link fence. Yeah.
Listen, people, if you don't know that, or at least have never seen an image of a country bar back in the 70s with a chain link fence wrapped around it so the singers didn't lose an eye from a flying glass bottle, you got to watch more television because it's out there. And apparently it really happened because it was in more than one movie. Fucking great. But this is the kind of music that would be on that stage. The songs are just great. I just feel like you have to know a little country to know who the hell Johnny Paycheck is. Yeah. Otherwise, he may just be a one-hit wonder that you heard of somewhere.
Well, see, he's that kind of guy where everyone won't know who he is until you go. He's the guy that did that song, "Take This Job and Shove It." Pretty much most people have heard that song.
Right. The album opens with "She's All I Got," and that's a big jam too.
That's a big that's a good song. That's a real good song.
They use that in the beginning of Extract, the movie with Jason Bateman, and they open that movie up, which is a Mike Judge movie. Anyway, long story short, that they open up with that one. So that one I always thought was really popular. But Take This Job and Shove It. I got to tell you, I mentioned this story on the last one, but I got to tell you a little bit more. I love that song. When I sold speakers as part of my job, when I was on the sales floor for a company, they were like, demo the speakers if you want to sell them. I'm like, okay, dickhead, I'll demo the speaker. And I played that fucking song every time. If your 90-year-old grandmother needs a Bluetooth speaker for a fucking kitchen while she's cleaning vegetables, this is the one. And that's the song that your 90-year-old grandmom heard. Take this job and shove it. I ain't working here no more. And all the customers were like, you're crazy. Take my money. I was like,
you're crazy. Take my money.
So that's just a great song. If you're not playing that at work once a week, you're fucking up because it's just music. It's not how you feel, or is it? Take This Job and Shove It. That is another great song that not just Americans will enjoy, but the whole damn world. So Absolutely. There you have it. That's those two. And then who the fuck knew he did a cover of Maybelline?
I was just gonna say that. Yeah.
Holy shit! And it jams. Oh, Maybelline, why can't you be true? Like, goddamn, boy.
Yeah, he's Johnny Paycheck is the fucking truth, man. He's good.
The truth. I want you to have a shirt that says that for the next show.
Johnny Paycheck is the truth. He's the truth, man. That guy rules. I'm glad you picked it.
Yeah, that was fun, man. That's well, with that being said, has anybody made any fucking suggestions?
No, I've been checking.
I'm under the suspicion that maybe some people are just clicking on the show for moral support, and that's okay. I'm all right with it. But if no one's watching it, you're missing a lot of good stuff. Just so you know.
All right, we'll say it again. Comment on the YouTube page, or even go to Instagram and you could comment on that page too, and tell us any album and band that you want to listen to. Just pick an album, no matter what it is. Even if you think we're gonna hate it,
Yeah.
just anyone that you like or you want to hear, and you want to hear us talk about it, drop us a line. Let us know, and we'll do it. And if we don't do it that next week because we already have one picked out, then we'll do it the following week. So
hell yeah, we want to go in this direction. So help us.
So we're down. But you know what we'll do? We'll say at the beginning of the show. So if people don't watch,
that's a good point. We can't put the good shit on the end because no one's watching the whole damn show. Caught you, fuckers.
Yeah. Apparently the end's just for us.
Did you brush your teeth or did you just get your toothbrush wet? Because I have a feeling I know what you did here.
See,
it's okay. It's free entertainment. I watched 3 minutes of Godzilla versus Kong, and that's a $100 million movie. So I totally understand. Asshole. But no. What'd you pick for this next week?
Next week, I got the band is Melvins, and the album is Nude in Boots.
Ooh, goody.
Nude in Boots. If you're not familiar with the Melvins, they've been around for a long time. They're great. The album it's a red background. I think it's a set of boots and a chihuahua or something like that. Yeah, there's no boots on it, but it is a chihuahua. So.
And does this have my favorite? Yep, my favorite Melvin song of all time is on here, which we'll talk about next week.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
Well, that concludes it, I guess.
That's it. It's done. It's over. Thanks for watching, subscribing. We're going to start giving you all the good shit in the beginning of the show.
Like, subscribe, comment about an album you want to listen to. Go to Instagram, titfoo69. Like that page, follow us, and drop us a comment there if you're on there and you're thinking of the album that you want to hear us talk about. Comment on that page too, or don't. Either way.
No, do, because you're not, and maybe you should. So do this time, do, then next time don't.
Yeah, do this time and then don't next time.
All right. Hey, we had fun. Hope you guys have a great week. All that fun shit, and stay safe. I wanted to say that because we never said that, and that now you guys know. I want you to be safe. So be safe. Yeah. All right. Bye. 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 Let's stop. Nope.